Hi guys, we are students from the 21 Senior High School and my name is Aaron.
My name is Miranda.
My name is Jocelyne.
My name is Safira.
And today we are going to present an explanation text about how aurora occurs.
An aurora is a natural light display in the sky, particularly in the high latitude regions. In northern latitude as Arctic region, the effect is known as aurora borealis, while in the southern latitude as Antarctic region, the effect is known as aurora australis. Aurora displays appear in many colors, although pale green and pink are the most common. Shades of red, yellow, green, blue, and violet have been reported. The lights appear in many forms, from patches of scattered clouds of light to streamers, arcs, rippling curtains, or shooting rays that light up the sky with an eerie glow.
Next one. The next one is about how aurora borealis happen or occurred. The answer is the aurora phenomenon occurs when the solar wind is produced by our sun. Solar wind is a stream of electrons and protons which are released from the sun due to the high kinetic energy. In other way, our planet is surrounded by a supersized magnetic sheath which is usually called the magnetic field of the Earth, as like shown in below. And then the streams of the solar wind particles are trapped in the Earth's magnetic field, like it was mentioned before. So then some of these particles lead to the poles of the Earth, the north and the south one. A speed of that keeps growing. Then it happens a collision between these particles and atoms present in the Earth's atmosphere. It releases the energy that causes the formation of colorful auroras like we seen in many parts of the world, but especially in the northern and the southern hemisphere. That causes the formation of the colorful auroras at the poles of the Earth, which looks like a big circle around the pole. Now, why aurora is only found in the Earth poles? This is the answer. Because the North and South Pole magnetic field is very strong compared to the other regions, like the equatorial or the tropical region. So, the phenomenon is more common in the polar regions. Next, the temperature above the surface of the sun is millions of degree temperature. So, like mentioned before, the collision and the other thing, it's blown toward the Earth by the solar wind, largely deflected by the Earth's magnetic field. However, the Earth's either pole and therefore some particles enters the Earth's atmosphere particles, but it enters only to the north and the south pole. That's why we don't see aurora borealis at the equatorial or at the tropical region. This collision emit light that we perceive as the dancing light in the south and dancing light, or known as northern light. The lights of the aurora generally extend from 80 kilometers, 50 miles, until 800 kilometers or 400 miles. 100 kilometers above the Earth's surface.
When is the best time to watch for auroral displays? Researchers have also discovered that auroral activity is cyclic, peaking roughly every 11 years. The next peak period is 2013. Winter is the north is generally a good season to view lights. The long periods of darkness and the frequency of clear nights provide many good opportunities to watch the auroral displays. Usually the best time of night on clear nights to watch the auroral displays is local midnight. Adjust for differences caused by the light saving times.
Legend of the Lights. Aurora borealis, the light of the northern hemisphere, means the dawn of the north. Aurora australis means dawn of the south. In Roman myths, Aurora was the goddess of the dawn. Many cultural groups have legends about the lights. In medieval times, the occurrences of auroral display were seen as harbingers of war or famine. The Maori of New Zealand shared a belief with many northern people of Europe and North America that the lights were reflection from torches or campfires. The Menominee Indians of Wisconsin believed that the lights indicated the location of Mandambaywo, who were the spirits of great hunter and fishermen. The Inuit of Alaska believed that the lights were the spirit of the animals they hunt. Other Aboriginal people believed that the lights were the spirit of their people.
Yes, so it's displayed like here is displayed here. This is the example of Aurora Borealis that happen in Iceland or Northern Hemisphere near the North Pole. And this is the diagram of how aurora happen, like I described before. So the sun emits solar wind into the Earth's hemisphere, into the Earth's atmosphere, and after that, the Earth's magnetic field is protecting, but the aurora is absorbed to the northern and the southern poles, but not to the equatorial because the Earth's magnetic field is strong in the equatorial parts. And this is some picture about the example of Aurora Borealis that happens around the world. Also, it can happen in Antarctica or in the South Poles, like this one. So that's all about our explanation text about aurora phenomenon today. Thank you for listening.